right. Hey folks, I'm Nate, and I'm here to teach you how to play Collective Soul Shine correctly. I've seen a lot of people trying to teach it, but no one is really teaching what I think I hear. And so I am going to teach you what I believe is going on. And you be the judge. Play this along with the album and see what you think. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tune your guitar down a half a step. Every string, tune it down 1/2 step, which is the equivalent of 1 fret, the pitch of 1 fret. And then tune the low string and down an additional whole step. And the tuning you're going to be in when you get that done is drop C sharp. And some people refer to it as drop D flat, but most refer to it as drop C sharp. And that's the tuning you're going to be in for this song. And aside from the tuning, you're going to want to find a tone where you don't have, you're going to want to back off any real biting highs and not a lot of real super low end, but you're going to want to kind of enhance the low mids a bit. Just make sure you don't have any biting highs left in there. You want to get that all out. That's the best way that I can find, I think, to try to match the tone on the album is to, enhance low mids, scoop off the highs, and don't go super heavy on the low end for the lead guitar tone. Now, as for the riff, the verse riff sounds simple enough, but it's the verse riff that I believe, it's the verse riff that I have trouble finding someone playing right. And you'll get, you'll see what I'm saying here. Like for instance, okay, we're going to start this riff. It starts off, you're playing the open D string and the G string together, and you're fretting the notes on the G. So it starts off here on 9 on the G string. Your little riff goes from 9 to 11, 7, and it uses 14, and I'll show you how here. So anyway, we're picking those all together, and what we're going to do is play that chord, the 2 strings together here on the 9th fret, and immediately hammer onto the 11. And then we're going to chunk twice, and this is real important. We're going to chunk twice on the D, and then play that 2 strings together there, just like that, on the 11th fret. Now we're going to chunk once, and then we're going to move the chord back to the 9th fret, then slide it to the 7th, and do those 2 chunks again there. It ends up like this. Right? Then you play that again. Next time, you slide it to the 14th fret. Then walk back from 7, 9 to 11 on the G string. Just like that. So all together now we have right? Then, now here's where things get sketchy. I've seen people say, well, indeed that sounds good and that sounds heavy and it's in key, but that's not what I hear on the album. When I listen to it, I hear the pitch rise rather than lower from the from here. I don't hear it go lower. I hear it raise prominently. So I choose to play the riff here, right? We're playing on the 3rd and the 5th fret, a root 5 power chord on the A and the D strings. And this is syncopated, and some of it is on the upstrokes, and that's the tough part. And a lot of people aren't teaching this right, but so those first two, I'm emphasizing upstrokes. I'm picking those all down. Then I'm emphasizing 2 upstrokes. I'm going to pick a single chunk and then emphasize the 2 downstrokes next. And then we're moving to a root 5 power chord on the G and D strings, and doing the same thing there. And it ends on that, just like that. So just like that. So the verse riff looks like this, played from start to finish. Okay, so that's your verse riff for the lead guitar. Now, this is where it gets dicey. If you have 2 guitar players, the other guitar player can indeed play when you play that, or I believe that's best left to a bass, but there is on the album a very filthy something there. Don't know if it's a very distorted bass or a very filthy distorted rhythm guitar that comes in and plays something like that, but it's not as prominent as the rise in pitch of and that becomes evident also when you go into the pre-chorus riff from it. But the first time you're going to play that, you're jumping back to the verse riff. You play it 3 times. So okay, so you play through that 3 times, just like that. Then we're going to jump up into the pre-chorus, which is the yell riff that everyone is very familiar with. And that's also got a little syncopation going on that is very much is made easier by picking an upstroke with emphasis, which I will show you here. And that riff, basically, you're going to kind of want to slightly bend these when you play them. Just makes them a little heavier sounding, right? You get it. And yeah, you want to give it that. And then you want to emphasize that second one is an up. Get that? And that's the timing you're going to want to use for that every time. And on that last one, you're jumping down, you're just barring these here. It's the root 5 power chord, but since you're drop D, it's just barring to get that. Okay, so that's on the 3rd and 5th frets. And then you're going to want to pull that nearly a half, somewhere between a quarter and a half at the end. To get that feel going on, right? And that's the whole entire pre-chorus riff there. Then, for the chorus, you just jump down here, you're doing a barring the 10th fret. Pick it like I always pick this twice, and then jump up to the 5th fret and pick it 3 times. Then I go open and play a little, well, I'll show you here. So we'll get and you jump right back into the verse. That's your rhythm guitar part. Now, the lead guitar here in this section, you're going to want to play a octave chord. And you're doing that on the 9th and 11th fret you're playing the A string on the 9th and the G on the 11th, and you're muting the D with your index finger here that you're fretting, so you just get a percussive on that. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is, and I bend those both a half step, and then hit the open. You're fretting it there on 10. Pick it a couple times. And that, you're going to want to keep that in the timing of the and E, 1E and a 2E and a... Right? 1E and a 2E and a 3E. And what you're doing here is sliding from that octave from 9 and 11 down to 12 and 14. And give that a little wiggle. Right? You want to get that little flavor in there if you can. Makes all the difference in the world, folks. People wonder where tone comes from. Well, right there. It's a matter of putting that in there or not. Anyway, that's what your lead guitar is going to be doing through the verse. The only other parts we really need to worry about are through the lead, and during that, things go double time, and you're going to just play a steady, and you don't want to mute anything. You want this all to ring out. And, well, you want to mute all the things other than the top 2 strings, but you don't want to mute those. You want everything to ring. Picking double time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. and that's the end of what's behind the solo. Okay? The lead guitar player would jump right back into the verse riff, and he's going to play through that one time completely alone. The timing is on him completely there. Your timing has to be spot on all the way through that, and because your drummer's going to catch you at the end on a couple little cymbal hits right at the end of right there. Your drummer catches you to go back into the verse again. The outro is just a reverse. And that's the end of your song right there. That is how you play Shine. Now, let's take a look at those riffs a little closer up. For a close-up look here at the verse riff, 9 and 11. Then we're jumping to third into fifth, 5 on the D, third on the A. I'm leaving the higher string fretted here. I'm only playing the little thing, pull off riff with my index finger here, and that's the whole thing there. We jump to the 5th fret on the D string and the 7th fret on the G string. Same riff. And as I said, it makes it easier if you actually pick all that down and then pick the next 2 emphasis on the upstrokes. Like so. And then the down, because you're chunking once and then emphasizing the downs. You see what I'm saying here? Okay? And that sounds good when you play it like that. Okay? So that's a close-up look at the verse. Okay, one last time here. Okay? And it is important to get those chunks right. I'm putting a little chunk in between each one of those when I step it up. Right? Gotta get them little chunks in there. This part up here is the part you want to get right. Everybody teaches that a different way, and the way I'm showing you here just sounds best to me, played along with the album. Now, let's move on. The pre-chorus riff. That is played up here on the 3rd and 5th fret, barring the lowest strings. You're trying to mute the rest, keep them as quiet as possible here, and that's another one where that I'm chunking that, I'm emphasizing that up. And that's the easiest way because it's quick. When you're playing it along with the song, you're more like. Right? So, like I said too, get that, you want to slur the hell out of that. Right there. And, alright. That is the pre-chorus riff up close. I'll get my picking hand in here. Because I do use the upstroke. Yeah. You got to get that, it's syncopated with that upstroke in there. And as far as the chorus goes, we're barring we're barring the 10th fret with, don't matter really. You pick 3 times. I'm muting the other 4 strings with my index finger there. Laying it on them but not pressing down, so they're just percussive. Alright, you want to make sure you try to quiet things down that don't need to be making noise. Also, it's very important, as much as getting the things that make noise right. Your lead part, you're going to go ahead and fret those. Jump straight down 9 and frets 9 and 11 on A and G string, muting D. There with your index. Bend those half a step and release. And wiggle it a little if you can. Into an open on your low 2 strings. Then you're going to fret the 9 and slide it. You're going to fret that same octave chord and slide it to 12 and 14. Now there's a lot of intricacies into the quietening thing, like there. You're going to want to mute this low string. When you do that, you're muting that low string with your index finger, the tip. Same thing when you're doing. Now, here's the thing. If you're having trouble with that bend, you can cheat and do a half-step slide and back. So just you be your own judge there. But anyway, that is the correct way to play Shine. And on the on that pre-chorus riff, you're going to want to get those mutes tight. Everything quiet. All right, and that's about all I can add to this, and have fun with it. Okay, folks, that's all I got for Shine. I'm pretty sure what I showed you there for the little riff in the verse sections is correct, and not a lot of people are showing it that way, so that's why I'm here. And okay, so how about you play what I showed you here along with the album, and you be the judge, and drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, thanks for dropping in. If you like the video, you know what to do, and later, folks.